What's up everyone, Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. Today we're going to be looking at something we ain't looked at yet. I've been doing a little bit of research on it, and I don't know a lot about it yet, but I'm trying to learn every day. So if any of you have interesting tips or anything like that on how to find it or use it, let me know. I'd be interested. But today we're going to be looking at spicebush. This is what it looks like. Produces these red berries. Let me pluck one off here. They almost look like a ginseng berry, but when you smash it, the seeds are black and almost take up the entire berry. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. You can smell, it has a very citrusy, kind of peppery aroma to it. And I was watching a video on YouTube last night or the night before, and there's a guy that takes these and he'll pick all these berries and then he dehydrates them in a dehydrator and uses them as a ground black pepper substitute. And I was reading that the Indians used to use the leaves and the branches and the bark to make like tea or like tonics and stuff like that for illnesses. It does have a decent amount of medicinal qualities apparently. But funny thing about this is I have land in Douglas County, Missouri. We have about, well, technically it's me, my mom, and my dad. It's family land. But we have a ton of this growing down there. I mean, a ton of it. I've probably got like 2 acres of woods that is nothing but a bunch of trees that were logged at one point and spicebush. Like, this stuff is everywhere down there. Everywhere. But what we're going to do today is we're going to try to see how many of the berries we can put in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. And we're going to take them home and try to substitute it for black pepper and see if I like it. I'm all about this living off the land. And if this plant can substitute black pepper and like make tea and stuff like that, as long as it's good, I'm all for this plant. But alright, we're going to get that going. I'm going to get some of these picked, and we're going to move on up through here and I'll show you some more. I've got another little patch of it on up this holler, and there's quite a bit. But I'll get all these berries picked, we'll move up there, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. So stay tuned. Alright guys, well, we didn't have to walk very far. Here's another one. Another nice spice bush. Yeah, you can just take these leaves like this. Just kind of pulverize them together. And then smell that. Yeah, you can smell it. You can tell that's what it is. It's one of the easiest ways. Well, actually, the reason I started looking into it, while I was ginseng hunting, I would come through here and I'd brush against these, or break them, or pop a seed or something like that, and it would smell. And just that smell got me curious. But I should mention that the red berries only grow on female plants. They don't grow on males. Like, yeah, that's a female. Okay, well, the one I'm holding might be a male, but this one is a female. Because it's got a few berries on up there. Not very many. Another thing I should mention is the deer and the turkeys really love spicebush. I know we have a ground blind at Douglas County at our other land, and we have a bush of this in, we call it the old yard, because once upon a time some of my relatives used to live up there. But there is literally a bush of these that is probably 20 foot in diameter. It's huge. And every year we ever used to sit up there and hunt during the fall, turkeys would come in and eat all the berries off these spice bushes. Like, it's unreal how much they like it. Another thing I forgot to mention a while ago is, if you take the seed and you bust it, and you take the actual pit of the seed out, and you just dry, well, you don't even have to dry it, I don't think. But if you'll dry the outside of it, the red part, and grind it up separate, it's basically like an all-natural substitute for allspice. So if you like baking pies or cookies or anything that uses allspice, this is a fantastic substitute according to everything I've read online. But we're going to get a few more of these picked, and we're going to hit up this draw and see if I can't get you into the big patch of it. Which, I mean, believe it or not, basically everything down here that's not spice bush is pawpaw. Believe it or not. There's just ungodly amounts of this stuff down here. This one holler, if you had to forage to live off the land, this is one of the hollers you want to be in. I'm telling you, it's just wonderful down here. I even found a few morel mushrooms down here in the springtime. But alright, we're going to get this bush picked clean and head on down and see what else we can find. That's what we've got so far, which isn't very much, but for what I'm going to use it for, it's, well, actually a decent amount. So, plus I don't want to get too much. I'm kind of still experimenting with it to see what parts of it I actually like or enjoy. Because if I don't like the way any of it tastes, I'm not going to bother with it anymore. But I'll let you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off, get some of these picked, and move on up. It is getting later on in the day, so we got to start thinking about leaving. But I mean, just, there's spice bush everywhere. This is one. That's one. That's one. This probably is. Like, it's everywhere. But alright, we're going to get these picked and move on up. Alright guys, well, we never did run across a big patch of the bushes. Spice bush. But we did end up with a pretty good amount to test on. We'll see how we like that. And on my way back through, I did pick a bunch more pawpaws to go with the ones we started the day picking. So not bad. I'd say between both bags we probably got close to 7 or 8 pounds of pawpaws, and we may pick a few more yet. But alright guys, I'm gonna go home and put this spice bush berry in the dehydrator, and we will see how it comes out. If it goes really good, I'll make a video on how I'm going to use it and all that later on, but that'll probably be a while still. But alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's always free, never costs a thing. And if you haven't yet, go down in the description and follow the links to my Facebook and Patreon page. Make sure to like and follow over on Facebook, and if you're interested in giving a little to help move the channel along, like get new cameras and pay for adventures and trips and stuff like that, then go check out my Patreon and see what I got going on over there. But alright guys, it's been a long day. I'm going to try to get all our goodies packed up in my big bag, and we're going to head up the hill and head back to the house. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave me a like, share, and subscribe. But alright guys, have a good one.